Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Rupal Shankar Pawar from Sri Siddheshwar Women College of Engineering, Solapur. Input characteristics. The input characteristics describe the relationship between input current or base current IB and input voltage or base emitter voltage VBE. To determine the input characteristics, the output voltage VCE is the kept constant at 0 volt and the input voltage VBE is increased from 0 volts to different voltage levels. For each voltage level of input voltage VBE, the corresponding input current IB is recorded. As you can see the graph of input characteristics. A curve is then drawn between input current IB and input voltage VBE at constant output voltage VCE 0 volt. Next, the output voltage VCE is increased from 0 volt to certain voltage level 10 volts and the output voltage VCE is kept constant at 10 volt. The input voltage VBE is increased from 0 volts to different voltage levels. For each voltage level of input voltage VBE, the corresponding input current IB is recorded. A curve is drawn between IB and VBE at constant output voltage VCE 10 volts. This process is repeated from higher fixed value of output voltage VCE. When output voltage VCE is at 0 volts, the emitter base junction is forward biased by input voltage VBE. The emitter base junction acts like a normal PN junction diode. So the input characteristics of the CE configuration is same as the characteristics of a normal PN junction diode. In CE configuration, the input current IB is produced in the base region which is lightly doped and has small width. So the base region produces only a small input current IB. Output characteristics. It indicates the way in which IC varies with changes in VCE when IB is held constant. For obtaining these characteristics, first IB is set to a value and maintained a constant, and then VCE is increased from 0 in steps, IC being noted at each step. Next, VCE is reduced to 0 and IB is increased to another convenient value and the whole procedure repeated. In this way, curves are obtained. You can see the graph of output characteristics. It is seen that as VCE increases from 0, IC rapidly increases to a near saturation level for fixed value of IB. As shown, a small amount of collector currents flow even when IB is equal to 0. Since main collector current is 0, the transistor is said to be the cutoff. It may be noted that if VCE is allowed to increase part, collector base junction completely breaks down, and due to this avalanche breakdown, IC increases rapidly and may cause damage to the transistor. When VCE has very low value, the transistor is said to be saturated and it operates in the saturation region.